Hey guys, so tonight's topic is going to be about the mindset of a successful coach. So before we dive in, I wanted to let you guys know who the winners were of July's challenge. So everybody rocked out. I'm super proud of all of you for stepping outside of your comfort zone, and because there was only 2 people who actually hit the numbers for the tier prizes. I'm not even going to do the tier prizes that I had planned on. I'm going to do more personalized gifts towards each of you. So Liz, you were one of them who rocked. You got second place. You were posting every single day. You were doing amazing stuff. So you will be getting a message from me to get your address so I can send you your prize. And Kaylee Hamlin, you are the #1 winner of you totally stepped outside your comfort zone. You started inviting like crazy. I was literally like, what is this girl doing? You're inviting like 25 people a day and doing all of the vital behaviors, and you are just the picture perfect student for July's training. So I'm super proud of you. I know that you've carried that momentum with you into August, which is awesome. And I cannot wait to see where you go from here. So Kaylee is a shining example. Everybody go be friends with her on Facebook, follow her, because the stuff that she's doing is awesome. So I will be in contact with you to get you your prize. So great job for July. I'm really proud of all of you, and I'm super excited to kind of watch you continue to blossom into August and into the fall and the rest of the year. So that is July's training news. This month's training is going really well. I'm glad for everybody who is in there. You guys are doing a really good job. Now, from my video earlier today, I don't have any more information about the September training with all of the top coaches and Trey and everyone, but as soon as I get more information, I will definitely be sending it your way so that you can get signed up. All I know is it's going to be 4 weeks of amazing content, amazing value, and an amazing way to build your business. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting in on that. So getting right down to business, I wanted to talk to you today about the mindset of a successful coach. I've been reading The Slight Edge. I've been reading The Slight Edge, and I've been listening to the book Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek, who spoke at Summit. And between the two of those books, I've had a lot of really big aha moments this week, and I wanted to share them with you because I feel like if these nuggets were ingrained in my head when I was a brand new coach, it would have made the road a little less rocky. So the first thing, and I would love for you guys to take notes, there are going to be some action items in this video that I'm going to want you to write down and use moving forward. So the first mindset principle for a successful coach is believing that you can do it, believing that you can be successful doing this, no matter what type of background you come from, if you are at your goal weight or not, if you're still working towards it, if you've never been successful with anything else in your life, you can be successful here. Like 50% of the battle is just believing that you can be successful. So that is huge. Part of how you keep your mindset strong about believing that you can do this is personal development 100%. You have to be reading personal development, and you have to have a hunger inside of you to be better, to learn more, to, better yourself, both, obviously, we're all striving to be healthy and fit, but also like your soul and your mind, and you have to get all of those things right too. So personal development is huge. There are so many books on personal development. There is a list in the ROCKSTAR team files, Google Drive, a big book list, and you can just pick from there. more at the top are ones that are tried and true, that have, been read. Start with Why is a great first one to read. You Are a Badass. If you are like really struggling with your mental state of like, oh my God, I don't really know if I can do this, I don't know if I can be successful, reading Girl Boss or You Are a Badass are both like huge kicks in the ass to be like, yeah, I can do this. Absolutely. There's no reason why I can't do this. So those are two great books to start out with if you haven't, if you don't have a personal development book to read right now. Also, The Slight Edge is like my new favorite book. I love it. And you can use the pieces for your challenge groups too, because it applies to business and life as well as it applies to weight loss and financials and all kinds of stuff. So get yourself a personal development book and really read it like for at least 10, 15 minutes a day. If you drive a lot, listen to podcasts. You can ask any of us who listen to podcasts. Brandon is a huge podcast listener, and as is Kaylee and myself, and we're all huge into podcasts because we drive a lot. So that is number one. The next part of Believing You Can is keep an eye on coaches who have what you want. So they don't have to be necessarily, they don't have to be top coaches or elite coaches or anything like that, but just people who you connect with and you like their story and you like how they put things out there and they're kind of doing what you want to do. If you follow in their footsteps and tweak things and make them your own, it will inspire you, because guess what? Every single Beachbody coach is just a regular person just like you. They're no different from you. They've just been doing it longer and they've been consistent with it. So follow somebody that resonates with you. But the big thing here is don't compare yourself to them, because if you're comparing, it's the same idea as comparing your behind the scenes to somebody else's highlight reel. So if you're thinking, oh my God, it's already the 13th and I only have 2 Success Club points and I wanted to get 20 this month and I wanted to sign up 6 coaches and I've only signed up 1 coach and everybody's telling me no. And then you see this other coach who is like rocking out and they're doing amazing things and you're like, oh, I'm never going to be able to be like that. Yes, you are. You just have to do it consistently every single day. So don't compare yourself. Just kind of look at them a little bit and just get an idea of what you want to do. The second thing, which Angela posted, if you guys were able to get on to watch Fit and Funky's Periscope today on social media branding, or social media do's and don'ts, it was spot on. So if you didn't get to that, or if somebody else can get to it faster than me, the YouTube video is on her YouTube page and it's the full 30-minute training. So you can go through and look. But the biggest thing, and she is so huge on this, is brand you. Like there are over 300,000 Beachbody coaches and you are not the brand of Beachbody. Like your last name isn't Beachbody. You are not Beachbody. You are your own person and you have products that you can give to people. However, they can get those products anywhere. They can get them from any other coach, or they can even get them without a coach. So it's not the products that are selling people. It's you. You're selling yourself. You're selling your services. You're selling your story. So you need to be a brand. So don't be a generic coach. Find your niche. Like find what people want to talk to you about. What are you always answering questions about? What are people always coming to you about? What do you enjoy? What are you good at? I have the nurse piece. So a lot of people come to me for medical type of stuff. Now that I'm pregnant, a lot of people are coming to me asking me about pregnancy things. If you're a mom, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I have kids and I have a job and I have all of these things. How can I get healthy? Like you have a niche, and I'm requesting that all of you to really figure out what to post on social media, because we're such a social media based, like that's how we're going to grow. Like you get your family and your friends first, but really how you grow is having a presence on social media. So this is where I want you to get out your pen and your paper. And I want you to write these things down because I want you to use this going forward this week. So think of 3 to 5 things that you are other than Beachbody. Like take Beachbody completely off the table. Who are you? What do people come to you for? What do you enjoy giving advice about? So those things are all part of you. I have found that the 3 to 5 things that I like posting about are my pregnancy, nutrition and meal planning and lists and organization and that type of stuff. And I love that. What else do I post about? I'm trying to like really think. Oh, like being like nourishing your soul and making sure that you're having like this connect with all of the things that you're doing, because you don't want to be disconnected where like you're super successful but your family life sucks. So I'm really about like empowering women and making sure that like you're really like focused and doing what it is that you love to do. And you know, I try to post about those types of things throughout the week and post about all 3 to 5 of your things. Ideally, you should post 3-ish times a day, but don't feel like you have to post 3 times a day. If you don't really have anything to say, don't post something just to post it. Just, you know, wait until tomorrow till you get your juices going. Read some personal development, and that will get your creative mind in the right spot to come up with a good post for yourself. And then make an offer to people on your personal page 1 to 2 times a week max. Like, don't make a post every single day that says, I have a challenge group starting, I have a challenge group starting, I have a challenge group starting. Provide people with value, and then, so it comes from the book Jab, 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 Right Hook. So you want to jab people all week long with value, 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 value. Give them value. Offer them tips. Give them advice. Provide them with inspiration and motivation. All week long, jab, 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 jab. And then once or twice a week, you're going to right hook them and ask them to join you as a coach or join you in a challenge. That's it. 1 to 2 times a week, max. And this is a huge challenge that I want everybody to do this week. I am going to stalk your Facebook pages and really, really look at this because it's something that is going to distinguish you from a generic coach. The way Fit and Funky calls them a Stepford coach, because every one of them is the same. Don't use generic photos or links to your website in any of your posts. Don't use any corporate photos. Don't use any of your website links. Don't use anything. Use pictures of you and your journey and your food and your meal prepping and your workouts and your stuff. You. Use photos of you and encourage people to email you. Don't just say, go to my website and buy some shit. You know, encourage them to email you so you have their email address, and then you can have a conversation back and forth. So those are the things that I would love for you to do going forward this week, is think of 3 to 5 things that are you. Only post about those 3 to 5 things that are going to provide value to your followers. Value, value, value all week. And then 1 or 2 jabs for an offer. And in those value posts, use photos of yourself. So that's number 2 on branding yourself, which is part of being a successful coach. You have to know who you are. And number 3 This is the biggest one, and I think this is the one that is the biggest struggle for most people. It's been a struggle for me since day one. It's been a struggle for me my whole life, if I want to be completely honest. Consistency. Like, you don't become a successful coach because you invite people and you do your workout once a week, or you invite 2 people this week and then you invite 30 people next week and then you invite 1 and then you take 2 weeks off. Like, think about if you did a workout program that way. Like, today I'm going to do 2 crunches, and tomorrow I'm going to do 4 push-ups, and the next day I'm going to take off, and the next day after that I'm going to stretch a little bit. Like, you would never ever see results, and people do this in their coaching business all the time, and I have been guilty of it too. So, you do a little bit here, you do a little bit there, you don't get the results that you want, so you quit because you think, I'm not really seeing the fruits of my labor, so I may as well just quit because it's easier to go watch Mountain Men on Netflix than it is to sit here and invite people. Not true. You have to be consistent, and this is, if you're reading The Slight Edge, this is exactly where I got this concept from, and it makes so much sense. You either become successful or you become a failure over the course of many, many, many days, months, years, decades of doing small, little, minute things, like little things that don't matter. All of the top coaches, they all say the same thing. I work out, I drink my Shakeology, I do personal development, and I invite people, and I do it every single day for 4 years. Every day, every day, every day. So you have to be consistent with doing things. You have to be consistent with your workouts, with your Shakeology nutrition, with your meal planning, with your invitations, with running challenges, with inviting people, with sharing. That's the hugest thing. While you're consistent with all of your stuff, you also have to be consistent with sharing what you're doing on social media, sharing your journey. That's how people are going to connect with you, because you're sharing and you're showing what can be done and that you're a real person. And maybe sometimes you slip up and you eat 2 coffee mugs full of chocolate peanut butter ice cream at work, but then you get your workout in. And maybe one day you get food poisoning for 3 days and you're down for the count, and then you get back right on the horn when you feel better, and you start going again. So it's not being perfect, it's just being consistent. So I'm not saying that, you need to work this business 4 hours a day for 5 days a week for 4 years to be successful. But you'd probably be in the top 10 if you did that consistently for 4 years, because let's face it, that all compounds. But you can be successful. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I was consistent in the beginning, and I remember my husband saying, you're doing all this work and you're not even getting paid for it. Like, you're not even getting any paychecks. I think I made $400 in my first 6 months, which was great. It was $400 that I didn't have, but I spent a lot more than $400, and I was spending a lot of my time investing. So that's in the beginning. You have to consistently invest. It's like gardening. You have to plant all of your seeds, and you have to water them, and you have to make sure that the weeds are out of them, and you have to consistently take care of everything. And it's the same thing with your business. You have to consistently do your 3 vital behaviors, consistently invite, get involved in trainings, get involved in team calls, and be an active participant on our team page, and share things and invite people to share them with you, and offer advice to people and say, hey, this is something that I did and it really worked, or hey, don't ever do this because I did it and it sucked, or do you know how I can make this better? Because I don't know, it's just not working. So, be an active participant in our group, because that's how we all are going to grow. And connecting with other coaches, I highly recommend that everybody has a success partner, because it gives you the ability to be independent of your sponsor coach, which they're always going to be there for you. Your sponsor coach should always, be there to answer questions for you if you can't figure them out on your own. Be there to push you and figure out your goals and, help you kind of move forward. But the further you get in your coaching, not necessarily the further away you get from your sponsor coach, but you're going to start building your own team, and you're going to start kind of being able to fly on your own, and you're going to need somebody who's like on your same level to be a success partner with. And chances are your coach is like I love my coach and she helps me a ton and she's always there, but like she's shooting for 10-star diamond and I am shooting for 5, and they're totally like we're in two totally different places. So your sponsor coach might not necessarily be the right person to be your success partner. Find somebody who's on the same page as you, who kind of is living the same type of life as you. If I'm sure I will soon, but I don't necessarily understand balancing a full-time job, coaching, and children. Like I don't have the full trifecta yet. Because I don't have any children yet. I'm sure I'll figure that out in January, and I can attest to all of you lovely, wonderful women who I don't know how you do it. So find somebody who's on your page and get a success partner and use them to help you keep yourself accountable and keep yourself consistent, because that is what's going to help. There is no secret sauce to being a successful coach. All it takes is consistency and time. That's all it takes. If you're consistent, if you do things every single day for weeks, months, years, you're going to see results. And you are never going to be successful at this if you quit too early. So my God, there's over 300,000 coaches in the network now, and be the one who outlasts them. Say to yourself, I'm going to be here next year. I'm going to be here in 6 months. I'm going to be here next year, and I'm going to be here the year after. Every year, tell yourself, I'm going to still be here next year, because I can tell you that there were plenty of times where I felt like giving up. But I was thinking about this myself today. I have invited so many people to challenges this month. I don't know what it is about the month. I've had one person new sign up with a challenge pack. And I was thinking today, like, it would be so easy to just be like, it's not working. I'm just not going to invite anybody today because it's not working. But it is working. If you keep inviting people every single day and you keep sharing your journey every single day, those seeds are going to grow, and those seeds are going to prosper, and they're going to flourish, and then you're going to have a harvest. So it just is a matter of, you can't see the results yet, but you have to keep pushing forward and doing the work in order to see the results eventually. It's like that picture where there's a bunch of diamonds over here, and there's 2 men in a tunnel, and one of them is like this far away. He's like 2 chops away from hitting the tunnel, or the whole thing of diamonds. And he's walking away, like looking really depressed. And then the other guy is like twice as far back. He's like this far back, and he's still plugging away, because nobody can beat you if you never quit. If you don't ever quit, that's your secret sauce. You just have to keep pushing. So those are what I think make a successful coach, from everything that I've known in the last 4 years of coaching. So take it, use it, do what you want with it. And don't forget my 3 takeaways, which I really, really, really want you guys to work on this week, because I feel like they're so important to making you have like a legit presence on social media. Find your niche, figure out those 3 to 5 things that are just you, and post about them all week long, providing value for people with your own photos and your own content and your own videos and no links, and encourage people to email you, and just make an offer to sign up as a coach or join a challenge once a week. And just an FYI, asking people to join your free 5, 7, whatever day, clean eating, whatever type of free challenge you're running is not an offer, because it's still, you're providing value for free for people. So that is not considered one of your offers. And do that for a week and see how it works. And then with that, do it consistently for a week and see how it works, and consistently invite people for a week and see how it works. And you might not see anything this month. You might not see anything next month, but I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. It will. It's going to pay off. You just have to have faith that it will. So that's all that I have for you for tonight. I am so proud of myself for getting this under 30 minutes, and I cannot wait to watch all of you this week. All right, I love you guys. Peace.